Don't I know it? Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Hashtag Just Sayin. Oh my goodness. I'm all in disarray. All in disarray. So I asked, straight off the bat, I'm going to bitch about my job. I asked if I could please work from home today, as it is a long weekend, and we were getting out slightly early. And I was denied this because I was told I was needed to do a project. So I was in the office all day to do the project, and there was no project for me to do.
Liars.
Yes, I sat there all day going, "You are a liar." And I kept waiting. I'm like, she's going to come up to me at some point and be like, "Can you help my case?" No, she never did. No.
Douche.
I mean, awful. Just awful.
Could have done it from home.
I really could have. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day.
Really?
I know. I shouldn't, but I was. And she was telling me that her kid, her daughter, who's not a kid, is going with her friends on a trip.
Nice.
And I went, and this is my old person mindset now. I'm like, are you sure that's a good idea? You know? And she's like, I don't know, I guess. She's like, it's too old for me to stop her. I can't be like, no. And I was like, I mean, you know, aside from her being, she's like 18, 19, right? And I was like, aside from like, we'll put the age aside, I would be nervous just because of the COVID stuff. And then I was going to ask if she'd been vaccinated or whatever. So I was under the impression that they weren't letting you on a plane unless you were.
I heard that.
Yeah, like you had to show your little card and all that shit. I don't have all the facts. That's my problem. I don't have all the facts. I was just thinking about it today, and then I was like, ooh, if I could go anywhere, would I go? Oh, I'd go. There's an island somewhere. It was funny is, there's this show I got Jay into watching. I can't hear myself now. There's this show I got Jay into watching, and it's called Benidorm, which is apparently a town in Spain. And yes, it's a British show. Does that surprise you at all?
No.
So it's a British show, and all these, you know what? It's so funny because I got like one episode in, and I was like, ooh, I'm kind of loud now. It was like, I got one episode in, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. And I walked away from it. I know for a minute. And then Jay had mentioned it because there's an actor on it that we both like. And he said, oh, that guy's on that show. We should watch it. And I said, I already tried to watch it once. I said, I didn't really like it. And he goes, well, you want to try to watch it again? I said, okay, I'll give it another shot. You never know. You never know. So I put it on, and I liked it the second time around more than I did the first, right? But we're beginning season 3 now, right? And which isn't a big deal because like the seasons in the UK, there's only like 6 episodes per fucking. I mean, you could binge a whole lifetime of a series in an afternoon. And he looks at me and he goes, you know what? And I said, what? He says, there's not one likable person on the show. Even the actor that we like is not a likable guy. He goes, all these people suck. I said, they really do. Here's the thing, right? It's a show about a resort. And all these British people go to this resort. But they all act like pricks when they're on vacation. And I mean, I always heard that, like, not to put any specific country down, but I always heard that, like, Americans are bad when they go away, right? Like, when they go to Europe and stuff, they're like, speak English! Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just gets nasty, right? But I will put that head-to-head with a British person on vacation. Holy shit! At least according to this show. So there was, and here's the painful part for me, right? I don't like participating in nor watching karaoke. I don't like karaoke. I don't like watching karaoke. I don't like when someone says, hey, let's go to a karaoke bar. No. Somebody tried to do that to me a couple times. Oh, it's karaoke night. Not for me. And not for you either, because I'm not listening to you sing.
I did it once.
Now, have you done it once?
It wasn't exactly karaoke, though.
Oh, okay.
You saw me as my wedding reception.
What? Again?
When I tried singing Beat It?
I don't think I was there. I think I'd already left.
Oh, then you missed it.
Jay had to get up. He had to get up at like 6. I don't know. He had to get up mad early. I was like, ugh.
I took the mic and I sang Beat It.
Okay. How'd that go?
Oh, just great. Like, I didn't like the way I heard myself through that microphone.
Wow.
When I was doing the part, was I beat it?
Yeah.
Like, as I'm saying that, I can almost feel like it's going through the mic in a way that's making my voice worse than I probably sound.
Oh, yeah. Like a tremble. Yeah.
Like when Michael Jackson does it, his voice gets a little high when he says beat it.
Okay.
So I was trying not to go that high because I
Oh.
couldn't do that. And then, of course, 3/4 into my little solo,
Mm-hmm.
because my whole family knows from me growing up, I was always shy.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to sing in front of, like, perform in front of them to kind of break the shell in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, I wanted to do the whole Billie Jean thing and do the whole dance and have the glove and the hat on and everything.
Yeah.
But I didn't, at the time, I didn't really get to practice because my apartment was all rugs. So I can't really dance on that.
I'm fucked. There's rugs everywhere. Everywhere there's rugs.
So I couldn't do that. So
Sorry.
I still wanted to sing a Michael song, so I did my second favorite, Beat It.
You're trying to moonwalk and then you get an electric shock.
Ow, 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 ow.
Duh. That's too funny. You can't get it done.
But not only did it seem like I wasn't happy with the way I sounded through that microphone,
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with the mic.
You know, DJ mics are usually shit mics
Yeah, this one was.
because they're not meant for that.
Like,
They're
it,
just-
it almost had like an acoustic echoey sound to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, he probably had it on through the board.
But to me, 3/4, it got a little worse. I'm trying to do my thing and come out of my shell.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes my father coming over to try to sing with me.
Oh, that must have been awesome.
I'm thinking to myself, Dad, get away.
Now I wish
Like,
I was there.
Like, he wasn't trying to take the mic and sing into
Yeah.
it, or he wasn't trying to sing in the mic. He just figured his drunk ass would walk over and
He's drunk.
just stand right there next to me and like kind of sing a little bit, or maybe hum or whatever, or just stand there and smile. It's like, I'm trying to do something here.
Did your dad know the words to Beat It?
Probably not, no.
Oh, okay. I would have been really impressed if he did. Seriously. Oh my.
No, but this is like at least 3/4 into the night.
Okay.
So he's had quite a few beers already.
Yeah. He did.
And he's the type that
Excuse me, huh?
he's the type that when he used to always get buzzed or had a few beers,
Yeah.
he's the type that would get in that sleepy mode and start trying to sing songs, but he doesn't remember the words, so he hums and.
Oh, Louie, Louie.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd I go? Excuse me. That's the perfect thing about Louie Louie. No matter what level of drunk you are, you'll still get it right. Louie Louie, and you gotta go.
See, this whole thing makes me think of Eddie Murphy's Raw.
Oh.
Stand up.
Yeah.
He talks about his father being drunk.
You know how to spell it?
R-E-A-C-T. Motherfucker, you know how to spell it?
Yeah. You know the words?
Hold on a minute.
Dancing, yeah. Excuse me, I'm just laughing too much at that. That's my problem. So, oh my goodness.
And that's the closest to karaoke I ever did was the wedding reception.
Okay. I've been people have tried to rope me into it, and I absolutely won't do it. I have a stage fright that is unrivaled. There's no way I could ever do that. I would have to be so drunk. Like drunk. And even then, I think I'd still be very much aware, and I'd just be like, no, this is a bad idea. Bad idea. Yeah, so at the end of each episode, they end it kind of like with somebody, one of the characters singing in like the karaoke bar of the resort, and I'm just like, here it comes. And one person so far, and I'm on series 3, only one person has managed to sing in key. I'm like, she actually sang all right. Actually? So at least she sang in key. Jesus Christ. My God. It's bad. Excuse me, but that's like the whole point of it, I guess. And people are like drunk and like, hey!
Well, luckily for me, most of my family had a few beers and drinks by that
time. Oh,
time.
at the wedding? Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Usually when I sing songs with the song,
yeah,
I sound alright. At least to me.
You know what? I have done so many car concerts, and god damn it, I knock it out of the park every time. Woo! Me and Phil had a duet on the way home today. I was like, groovy I was on it. If he had been there in real life, he'd been, shit, girl, take it.
Hold on a minute. Take the wheel.
He'd have been like, and you can do the drums as well. Just do it both. You don't even need me here. I don't, Phil. You can go home. Shit, yes. Excuse me.
Yeah, I have to find, even when I'm just in the car.
Yeah.
If I'm singing with a song, I feel like I sound good.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I try to do it with an instrumental version,
oh yeah,
I stop myself after like a few minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that don't sound good to me. I'm gonna shut up now.
And you go, this is a mistake. Holy shit! That's the thing with karaoke. It's like you don't realize it's a mistake until you're about 2 bars in, and then you're like, shit. How long is this song? God, why did I pick Paradise by the Dashboard Light? This song's 12 minutes long. I'm gonna die on the stage.
You need something like Yakety Yak, which is only 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, you go by time. Yeah, absolutely.
All those songs in the 50s are like 2 minutes and 50 seconds or less.
I was gonna say, try to pick like a one of those old like Motown type standards. Mm-hmm. You'd be out of there in 1.5 minutes.
Go with him.
Anything. Working my way back to... Done. That's it. You can even put the little hand roll in. You're all set.
Roll and roll.
Yeah. Exactly. Shake, rattle, and roll your ass off the stage. Son of a bitch.
Go.
Yes. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Still coughing. Yeah.
Bartender, a beer there.
Yeah. There's they put little in the show. They put little wristbands on people because it's all inclusive, right? It's an all inclusive resort, and that's why everybody acts like such pricks. Because they'll be doing something and then they'll be like, it's all inclusive. The guy, there's this, one of the main characters, he's got this little kid, and the kid had ate his burger, and then he goes, Dad, can I have another one? And he goes, shit, yes, son, we're not eating at home. It's all inclusive. Eat when you can. Fill your boots up. It's like, okay, don't you have food at home? Jesus.
No.
Apparently not. Yeah, we're not eating at home. It's all inclusive.
Have what I want, son.
Yeah, it's too funny. Like, Jesus. All inclusive. So in England, or in that region, when they the euphemism for drunk is called getting pissed, right? It's like, oh, I'm so pissed. It means you're really drunk, right? So the little catchphrase that they have at this bar is, if you want to get pissed, show your wrist. Because I got the little band. Free drinks. I was saying that to Jay. I was like, that's one of those things that, like, hang on. I said, that's one of those things that, like all you can eat, all you can drink, one of those things that sounds like it's going to be great. But you, like, your body can only eat and drink so much. Really? So, I mean, like, and when you weigh it, it's like, you're really not saving a ton of money. Not a ton of money. And all these people drinking, or like, beer. It's like,
It's expensive to go drinking.
well, I mean, you know, what do you get for a draft beer nowadays? It's like, what? $2? I don't know.
No, maybe $2.53.
Excuse me. All right, well, let's do some quick math. We'll round it to 3 for a cup, right? If it's $3 a glass and you can only drink maybe 6 to 8, we'll say 8.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that, like $24? Yeah. I mean, it's still not for the amount of money you pay for the inclusiveness. I'm just saying.
If you had 6, that'd be 18.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'd be trying to get my money's worth, I can tell you that. Just like them. They're all like, fill your pockets with hamburgers. We need to...
Come on, Wimpy.
It's all, I know. I'd rather pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
That bastard never paid anybody.
Yeah. And then it's like the kids will be bothering the guy to like, Jay, can we go to the beach? He's like, what do you want to go to the beach for? It's all inclusive. It's free here. I'm not paying for the beach. There's a pool here. Swim.
I'd rather swim in the pool.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's like, And but like only a few times do people ever dare to leave the resort. It's funny. I'm like, oh boy, look at the daredevils over there. My goodness. Let me ask you a question. Yeah.
Well, you answered your own question.
No. When you clock into work,
When I show up.
Okay. Do you have people in your office, or perhaps maybe you're one of those people, who, when you clock in and then you make your own breakfast? No.
I don't even eat anything until like later.
Really? At my old job, I was saying this the other day. At my old job, I had a supervisor who would come in, clock in, and then go to the cafeteria and make her breakfast. And I'm not talking that, like, she'd make a thing of toast or something. She would make, like, hard-boiled eggs.
And bacon and sausage.
Like a 12-course, all-you-can-eat buffet, all-inclusive. Show your wrists. Get pissed. So, yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't do that at the workplace. Because I don't normally eat breakfast if I'm in the office.
Mm-hmm.
I have been known, hypothetically, to clock in and grab myself a bowl of cereal. But, I mean, shit, I'm not sitting there boiling eggs for an hour and a half. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I am so sorry. I can't stop coughing. Someday I'll stop. I don't know.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Is there usually a timer on that? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just hoping it's working. That's all I'm hoping. What can I say? So now I can only hear out of one
Me too.
side. You can hear that too?
Yeah, it's the right side.
Yeah. Last week. Oh, there it
There you
goes.
go.
Oh, we both at the
Yeah,
same time.
good
Sweet.
job.
Sweets. Last week we had a massive piss up with the YouTube. We were trying to go live, and YouTube kept crashing on me. I'm trying to do the app and it's not working. So we had to record and then upload, which is a huge pain in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been having issues with my phone, right? It's like I'll go to open up an app or do something, and it's like I'm hitting the screen and nothing's happening.
Mm-hmm. Almost like it froze up.
Yeah, and it'll just be like, nah, you're not checking your mail today. So
there's nothing important.
I know you're not gonna see anything good. So
Trust me, you don't want to see this.
Yeah, really. We're gonna put this right in the spam. Right to spam. You don't even need to see it. Excuse me. So Saturday, I went to get my oil changed. Now it was like the 45,000. It was the biggin. The biggin. It was
Biggins.
It was the biggin. I was really close to 45,000, so I just put my car in for it anyway. So I was a little bit of a liar because I haven't quite hit that mark yet. And my friend is appalled because she got her car like a year before me, and I'm about 10,000, like 18,000 miles ahead of her. She's like, how the hell? I said, because I go places. I got places to go. I'm on the move. You're not going anywhere, apparently. She said, no, I guess not.
Plus, she doesn't do location shoots.
Exactly. Going places. Gotta go. So...
She doesn't have to go to Hyannis and do a shoot and come back and realize, fuck, my friend's an idiot and forgot his keys and we had to go back to Hyannis.
Let's go back to Hyannis. I was tired as shit that night. That was not fun.
Yeah, you were so quiet I could tell how pissed you were.
I wasn't really pissed. I was tired. So I was just...
The tension I was feeling. Like, I just...
Really?
Best thing for me to do is just shut the fuck up. Be quiet in the back and don't say a word.
You know what? My friend has this theory. When you don't know what to do, just shut the fuck up. That way you won't make it worse.
Right.
So, I wasn't mad. I was tired. So I was like, ugh. And sometimes I get moody when I'm tired. Oh, I woke up with a massive attitude this morning because I got like an hour and a half of sleep. Because of somebody.
No wonder.
It was...
Can I hear me?
I can hear you a little bit.
I can hear me tapping the mic, but...
How's that?
No, yeah, that sounds... Yeah, I hear me now.
Alright. So, I mean, it was bad. So, anyway. So, Saturday, I'm sitting in the dealership, and the girl's like, oh, well, they're gonna do all these things because it's a milestone, oil change. So I was like, okay. So she was going to be a couple hours. So I said, alright, it's not a problem. So she goes away. Like an hour later, she comes back to me and she goes, oh, there's a couple of recalls on your vehicle.
Coincidentally.
Do you want to do those now? And I was like, okay, how long will that take? And she goes, oh, would it be 3 hours on top of the 2 for your oil change? 5 hours? No.
Are you paying me for my time?
Well, she goes, we can give you like a rental if you want to rent and you can leave and come back.
I'd be like, alright, if you're paying for it.
I know. Is it free?
If it's free, it's
free. Want to get pissed? Show your wrist. So I was like, what? And I said, no. I said, I had stuff to do. So I looked at her and I said, well, I have things to do. And she goes, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. And then she goes, Subaru hasn't even sent out the notices about it yet. So you're fine. And I went, then how the fuck do you know?
And if it's not that important yet to other people, why are you telling me about it now?
I know. So she started walking away and I went, excuse me.
If they can wait, I can wait.
And she turns around and she says, what? And I said, these 2 recalls, are they like safety recalls? Because I don't want to be driving and like have something explode. And she goes, oh, no, they're not safety things. They're just these little things. And I went, okay. So she walked away, and there was an older gentleman about 4 seats away from me. He had a little cane. And he turned to me and he goes, good for you, sweetheart. And I went, yeah? And he goes, yeah. He said, I would have asked if it was safety too. Don't want your engine blowing up. I said, no, sir, I don't want my engine blowing up. He goes, no, that's a bad day. I said, that's the worst day. It doesn't get worse.
Especially if you don't survive.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be worse than having your engine blow up. Like, shit, okay. That sucks. So, I finally finished. Now, originally, that Saturday was going to be the jacket. I was going to go look for the jacket. Yeah, I need a new jacket. Oh, and here comes the dog.
I'm here.
I'm not happy with her today. And she knows it. I'll love her anyway. I'm frustrated with you, but I love you. Real quick, she has a little cone on because she keeps eating her leg. Mm-hmm. So I thought, there's no way I can get this cone off because of her legs. So I bought her, and you're going to giggle.
Oh, yeah.
I bought her a little dog booty. Might as well cough while you're coughing. I knew you were going to laugh. I knew it.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, sir, he's red. That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, she won't let me put the booty on her.
You ain't getting no booty.
She growled at me. She was like, "Rrr." Like, hey.
Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah, I was too, for different reasons. So, I'm gonna regret closing that door. So I said, all right, well, you don't want to put the booty on, then you gotta wear the cone. Keep wearing the cone. I'm gonna have to buy her a new cone though, because she's trashed that cone.
She's getting stuck on everything.
Yeah,
I tried to open the door when I came in. And
yeah, she tries to sneak out.
Back up. The door's getting caught on the side of it.
Oh yeah, she wants to sneak out, go to a house where she doesn't have to wear a cone.
First person, you can take this off me.
Yeah. See, she's already had enough of me. Go ahead.
You're putting shit on me. I'm right here.
Yeah. So, I didn't get to do the jacket thing Saturday. And I am not sure I'm going to do it this Saturday because I suspect holiday traffic will be shit.
Probably.
So, that's a question mark, but...
Especially between 12 and 3.
Oh, and it's going to be raining all weekend anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So, the girl, I went to check out. And the girl goes, oh, so what did you have to do today? And I'm like, things? Like, what business is it of yours? Like, were you going to weigh whether or not what I had to do was important enough for you? Mm-hmm. Don't be a dick. So I left, and by the time I got home, and Jay had, because these are the times we live in, Jay had a virtual wedding to attend to. And I was teasing him. I was like, you gonna put it like a button-down shirt and then just have your shorts on? Or he goes, no, I'm not gonna even turn my camera on. I said, well, what's the point? You could just turn it on and walk away at that point. He said, no, I'm gonna watch.
You should have just had a cardboard stamp made of him just sitting in front of the camera.
I could have put a framed photo. I got a framed photo of two of us. Said I could have put that right there. They'd have been like, oh, is that Tara? Is she watching too? Hi. Hey.
Why you guys so quiet?
Yeah, well, we're just enjoying the moment.
We're watching you.
We're basking in your day. That's what we're here for. Mm. So, he did not dress. Well, I assumed he was dressed, but he wasn't dressed up. Nude wedding. So, by the time he was
Real
done with
birthday bash.
yeah, I know.
Where are your birthday suits?
No. So, I returned mine. So, by the time he was done with that, I said, there's no way Jacket's getting done today. Because he needs one as well. So I said, you know what? My phone's been an asshole lately. I said, we couldn't even record live on Friday. It was being that big of a jerk. So he goes, yeah, mine, he goes, my battery dies really, really fast. And I said, you know what? New phones today. New phones.
New phones all around.
I know. Hey, new phones. Bring them in. So we went to the carrier.
Don't get pissed, show your wrist.
Shit, yeah. So we went to the carrier that we have, and I was dreading it because the last time that I got a phone, it was a cluster.
Were you there for a while?
We
5
were.
hours or something?
We were. You were with me.
Oh, that time.
Yes, that's how long ago. Because I've been dragging my feet about it. As my
I thought there was another time in between.
my train pulled into the procrastination station, and I didn't want to fucking leave. I was procrastinating the shit out of getting a new phone because of how miserable I was the last time that I had to do it. Sean had come with me. I think we were in there at least 5 hours. That was like our whole day. And when I left, my phone wasn't working right. And then when Jay got out of work, his phone wasn't working at all. So something had really gone crazy. They had really messed it up.
Yeah.
So when he got home from work, I had to go back down there with him to fix it.
You never have luck with any of those phone places.
I very rarely do. I know. Already. Go ahead.
Remember
I
the
know.
other time?
Yeah.
I was with you. You just bought the phone. We just walked 2 steps out the door, and you dropped it already.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm like, no.
To be fair, that was one of those the iPhone box. I went to pull the lid off, and it created a vacuum, and I didn't know. So I pulled the lid all the way off, and it created a vacuum, and the phone was like inside the lid or something. I'm like, where the fuck's the phone? Boom, hits the pavement. Went, no.
I'm just inside the door. I'm like,
surprised Pikachu face.
Yeah.
Oh! So yeah, so I was just dragging my feet about it, and I was like, this is.
do it now. Get it over with. Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be a nightmare. So we went down there because we had really nothing else to do, and it needed to be done. So we were in there, maybe like 2.5, 3 hours, and only because.
I hate being in those places for more than 20 minutes.
Oh God! But I mean, here's the problem: is that my phone when you back stuff up on the cloud on the iPhone, and then you get another phone, it transfers everything over. So it's fairly easy. It's like, oh, boom. But Jay hadn't done any updates and he hadn't done any backups. So the big wait was waiting for him, which took about 45 minutes, maybe, just in and of itself. And then it had to transfer his photos, which he had like 2,000. I'm like, get these pictures off your phone! Jesus!
I gotta do that soon too. I got like 500 pictures on my phone right now.
Oh my gosh!
I want to at least get half of that off and put it onto a memory card.
Yeah. So the guy, I mean, he's setting the phones up, right? And then everything. Apple has to complicate everything, so they want like your password and all this other stuff. which I was
Swallow
like,
your DNA and
yeah, which I knew. I was like, and I had changed it, so I'm like, oh shit. So I was entering in the new password that I had, and it was like not recognizing it. I'm like, that's the new one. I don't know what to say.
so they want a piece of your hair.
Yeah. And then Jay didn't know his at all. So we're sitting there, and the guy's like, you don't know your password? And then Jay's like, yeah, no. So he's like, oh, shit. So there was a whole workaround. So he had to get, this is crazy. He had to get Apple to send an email to Jay's phone, so with a link. So he had Jay's, this is where it gets crazy, right? So he has Jay's phone in his hand, and he's in the mail, right? And he's going through the mail, the little mail thing, the mail folders, looking for the spam folder in case the Apple email went there. But Jay has worked for many, many radio stations, and sometimes they still contact him. So he has, I would venture to say, at least 15 to 20 different folders in his inbox with different radio stations. So the guy is scrolling, looking for the junk mail, and he's seeing all these radio stations, and he looks up at Jay and goes, "Used to work radio?" And I'm like,
Here's a sign.
yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, just a big fan.
Here's a sign.
Like, shit. But that opened a door of conversation of, let's talk radio.
But he was kind of a radio person himself.
A little bit. He was interested in ham radio. Which Jay, which I had to stop myself from doing in the store, by the way. Ham! It's, and so they went on this, like, I don't know, they were yakking about ham radio for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh, dear God. Just help me. But in order to make things go faster, he had given the guy the password to his phone. So the guy keeps, doing things, and he keeps checking, and he looks at us and he goes, if you two wanted to, like, go to a different store and browse or whatever, and then come back in, like, 20 minutes, this might be done.
I'd be running out the door.
Well, Jay, I think, at first wanted to, and he's like, oh, yeah. And then I made a joke. I was like, no, we're not leaving. And he goes, why? And I said, because I got a kick-ass parking spot. You think that's going to happen again? And the guy started laughing, and he goes, you can't give up a good parking spot. I feel you. He's like, you got to stay. You're done once you get there. But my real reason for not leaving was because the guy had the password to Jay's phone and could do whatever he wanted. So I was like, I'm not leaving your phone with all the crap on it.
He stays here and you go.
I know. You're like, well, watch this guy.
Like, was there other stores around the area you could have gone to?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were other
By
stores. Well, not with my back, but I guess. I mean, he had to go. We were in a little plaza, and across the way was Lowe's, and he had to go to Lowe's. So he's like, we can just go to Lowe's and come back. I'm like, no, absolutely not. So my phone had completed, and the guy's like, and this is how you wipe it, and I did it myself. So it wiped back to the factory settings. So then Jay was finally done, and it went to factory settings, all set. So then we ended up getting cases, and then I told the guy, I went to put my phone in my pocket, and I realized my keys were also in the pocket. And then I went, oh, I can see, I'm going to crack this screen in like 5 minutes. So I look at the guy, and I'm like, do you have anything for the screen? And he goes, oh, yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, I know.
Come here.
So he goes and he gets screen protectors, and then he goes, are you really brave? And
That depends.
I said, what does that mean? And he goes, you want to put it on? And I went, no. And he goes, I understand, it's a bitch. He's like, the bubbles. It bubbles up. He's like, you got to get the bubbles out of there. You got to squeegee it. He's like, it's a bitch. I said, I'm going to leave this to the professionals, and you can get the bubbles out. He's like, all right. He did it perfectly. I mean, it's perfect. I was happy. So then I thought I was going to be, like, smart. And I know this is when I usually land on my face.
Splat.
Yeah. So I looked at the guy. Now we were getting trade-ins. They were taking a couple hundred off because of the trade-in. So I looked at the guy and I was like, okay, because he goes, your next bill cycle, you'll see the payment for the phone. And I went, okay. And I said, well, you know, what if I come back and pay off the phone? And he goes, no, because that will negate your trade-in. And I went, really? I was like, so I can't even pay it off? And he goes, not right away, no. He goes, you could pay a chunk of it off. He's like, if you pay the whole thing off, it'll negate the trade-in value. He's like, and then you'll have to owe that money. I'm like, what world is this? They want you to be in debt. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously. I was like, how do I win this? God.
Every other place gives you an option if you want to pay in full or just pay the minimum.
I know.
It's like a credit card payment or something.
Yeah. He was very knowledgeable, though. I did like him. I was like, you're all right.
You're right.
You all right. You get like a survey from the thing, and I was like, hey, this guy was good. I wrote it all in caps. Good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Perfect. So, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Sean got something to say. Tell him, Sean.
Have a good day, everything.
If I can get there.
And as you learned, update your phones.
Yeah.
You don't want to go through that shit.
No. I can't
I'd be
reach.
the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Oh, I made it.
One try.